All right, let's try this again because I don't know what the hell keeps going on. Live just keeps buffering all the time. I don't know. It's just pathetic, really. Yeah. So hopefully this works now. I should have probably like checked the watch page really and to see what was going on with it because then I would. Yeah. I'll probably just what I'll do is just I have to like open up the watch page and then because then I can see if it's just buffering then. So I don't usually put the watch page on because like I would be using my phone so I'm like but then you can see what's going on other people's end like when if it's lagging or whatever. And I don't know why it keeps doing this because my internet was fine, but for some reason the stream just randomly starts buffering. Anyway, welcoming people who's here. It says there's 3 people watching. Let me know if you're there, people. I hope you're all having a good day so far. But yeah, sorry about that, everybody. It was just I don't know what the hell was going on. It just keeps buffering, and I had to restart the live. So I thought I was like, what's going on? Why are they not pushing my live out? Well, duh, because it's freaking not even working properly. It wasn't even working at all. Well, the beginning of it was fine, and then after about 55 seconds in or something, it starts buffering. I don't know what the hell went on there, but hello, Anton. Yeah, I've just had to restart. Were you there on the last one where it just was messing up? Yeah, thank you for the like, Anton. But yeah, that's better. We're now on 5 people already. So yeah, it's just don't know what the hell keeps going on with these lives. It just randomly starts buffering sometimes, and I have to restart it. But yeah, oh well. Well, I'm back now. We're not gonna let it get in the way. So yeah, 5 people watching, 1 like. Come on, let's like the live, everybody. Let's show the algorithm to, push it out more. So yeah, it takes a second to do. So anyway, but yeah, I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Thank you for the like, whoever that is. Hello to you. It's me, Simone. Welcome in, Simone. How you doing? You all right? Welcome to my live. Nice to meet you, Simone. Thank you very much, Simone. Yeah. Where are you from, by the way, if you don't mind? I'm in York, England myself. So yeah. But yeah, where's everybody from? Let me know. Yeah, that's good to hear, Simone. Yeah, hello to you, Porus. Hope you well. Whatever. No, just get rid of that, Anton. Yeah, it's just a bit kind of ridiculous, Well, Western Australia. Good day, mate, Simone. How's my Australian accent, Simone? Nice to meet you, Simone. Yeah, put another shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, yeah. What's up, people? Hope you're all having a good day so far. 10 people watching at 3 likes. Let's get to likes to 10 real quick. Yeah, good day. Yeah, Anton's Australian as well. Yeah, which part of it? Yeah, so you're in Western Australia. Yeah. There was. I used to go live on TikTok, and there was someone that used to watch me from there. But unfortunately, I got banned off TikTok at 38,000 followers, which is crazy to. Yeah, to think that I've actually lost all those followers. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, you've just got to onwards and upwards. And I'm gonna just hello, James. How you doing? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, James. What's going on here? Hello, Mia. And what are you doing? Nothing much at the moment. Just going live, talking with you all, and having a conversation. That's all. Really, just if anyone's got anything you want to talk about. I mean, everyone just seems to be talking about Donald Trump being elected as the U.S. president, the 47th president of America. I'm not letting the Democrats steal another election. Where am I from? I'm from my mother's womb. I'm from the UK. What about yourself? I'm in York in the UK. Where's everybody from? Anyway, like the live, guys. Also, subscribe if you're new here. That would be really appreciated. The accent is okay, all right, well, it's better than nothing. I see people talking about that. I'm like, see ya, what's that? Yeah, yeah, it's just, yeah, I know, it's a bit, I don't know, I might sub or really. All right, well, thank you. Hello, Haley, good morning. Hello, nice. Elves Trip, how you doing? Greetings from the Philippines. Oh, well, yeah, welcome in here. Yeah. Just wanted to come on and say I won't be about to come on for a while as I'm going through some shit times in my private life. Okay, I understand, but yeah, you got to do what you got to do. So, but yeah, you get yourself sorted out, and whatever's going on, maybe if you want to talk about anything in private, let me know. And it's just we're from Liverpool. No, I'm not. No, I'm not from Liverpool, mate. What are you talking about? If I was from Liverpool, I talk like that. Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't want to just disappear. Okay, then that's fair enough, because some people will just disappear and not say anything. So I appreciate that you're letting me know what's going on. But yeah. But Manchester. No, I used to live in a place called Blackburn, but I live in York now. Where are you from, Mia? Anyway. But yeah, how's everybody's day going so far? I hope you're all having a good one. Share this out if you can. So, yeah. Bristol. Who are? From Bristol. Yeah. I've got a brand new combine harvester. Yeah. And today I'm going to go out and play the fields. I'm a farmer. We don't talk like that, but good impression. Okay, yeah. It's just like a kind of stereotypical West Country sort of accent, really. But yeah, it's all just bants, as they say. It's all bants. Anyway, where's Dale this morning? Hopefully Dale might show up at some point. He's usually here at some point, but yeah. Yeah. Who else is here? Is any lurkers here? Let me know. Let me know who you are. Yeah. Let's just have a drink. Yeah, but harvesters are the best. What do you mean, combined harvesters? Or harvesters the restaurant? Yeah, what is it? I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Oh, the restaurant. Oh, yeah. I think I might have been to it like a very long time ago, but didn't go again since that. But yeah, thank you for the 4 likes, everybody. If you haven't already, can you like the live, please? Anyway, is Simone still there? Yeah, who's still here? Is yeah. Yeah, I know, but yeah. Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't really want to know how your garden grows. It reminds me of that Oasis song. Yeah. I know, it's like everyone's all mad over like Oasis because they got back together. It's like, I don't know. I think they're a bit overrated, to be honest. I don't think they're really that good. But, it's just, I think there's a lot of like stuff that's way better out there that doesn't get the recognition that it deserves. That's just how it goes with the music. A lot of the stuff that gets pumped out, I just don't think is worthy, especially nowadays when you got all this freaking drill music and that's so popular, and it's like, and it's pushing out quite a bad message. It's quite degenerate, and yeah, how's it going, Clorox? Yeah, all this drill stuff is just like, it's, from what I've heard, it's pushing out like a lot of kind of toxic messages on people, and yeah, but But you know, if you like that music, okay, fair enough. But it just doesn't seem to be having a very good effect on a lot of these younger people. So, what football team do I support? I don't. So I don't watch football. I'm not interested in football really. So I don't really support any team. Um, but I remember in school we had to like go to Blackburn Rovers as part of a leisure and tourism um, as that course, and it was just yeah. But that was when they were still in the Premier League. Actually, they were just about in the Premier League at that point. Like they were just going downhill. But I think that might have been. I don't know if that was before Steve Keane was in, or I can't remember. But that was. I know they were going downhill, and I think one around the time when Steve Keane was in, they were like really going downhill at that point, and they were just that's when they got dropped off the Premier League. Is what I remember. Because everyone was all just like going mad over Steve Keane, and it was like Keane out, Keane out. Um, just like kind of they didn't like him at all. But I think the thing is though, it's like sometimes is that the players might just I don't know whether that was partly the players' fault really. How's it going, Amit? Right? What's the most amount of people you've had in your live stream? What is this, Tommy Fury? No. Well, actually, on here, I'm probably like, well, on one stream I had on an old channel that I had over 150. But actually, once on TikTok, before I got shut down off there, had about 235 people in a live. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Simone, are you still there? Who's still here? What's going on? Where's all of my regulars at? You know, where's that? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day so far. If you're new here, can you give me a follow? Yeah, Clorox is there. What's your name, Clorox? Yeah, just listening. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but yeah, the football's never really been something I've been interested in, or any sports for that matter, really. Well, actually, I mean, I used to like stuff around like skateboarding. I used to like playing skateboarding games, actually, like, you know, Tony Hawk games. I used to like playing them, but I used to go on a skateboard, but wasn't very good. I mean, I'm a tall guy. I struggle a bit with balance, so it's not that fun because it would be, you know, it would be harder to do a lot of the stuff because of, you know, like it took me a while to really get the hang of riding a skateboard. Eventually, I was able to do it to a degree, but yeah, and going down ramps, it would kind of shit me up. It would be like, yeah, but yeah, I was not the best with it. But I suppose there's always going to be someone worse, though. So that's the thing. What's the stream about? We just talk about all sorts of stuff, health, fitness, whatever. You know, if anyone's got anything you want to. Sports overrated, yeah. It's just I can get it in a way because humans are quite tribal by nature. Like it's kind of like I guess a healthier way of. It's like a healthier outlet for that kind of tribal mentality, I guess. Like the people like fighting, you had like the gladiators and all that, and it's just a more kind of healthier way of, you know, sort of having two sides go against each other without actually killing each other. You know, it's but people will take things really, really seriously. You know, when they're going to watch these football matches, like it's like their life depends on it. If their team wins, it's just mad to see how they react. And it's like I could not give two shits. Like for real, like I couldn't care less. Have you tried competitive donkey races? What the hell? No. Yeah. I donkey. I'm so tribal, it makes me sick. I respect what you're saying, Jamie. Yeah. So you like the whole kind of like, I mean, I like to get competitive at times, like I used to like going bowling and stuff. So I mean, stuff like that I can get quite competitive at actually. Actually, there was this thing called, It was like air hockey thing, but it was like this Pac-Man one that you get them in the arcades in some of them, and they have all these like chips flying around everywhere, and it's like they're just it's really really like fun because you just like got all this like um you just like have all this like all these chips all flying at you, and it's like you're just like really just trying to quickly bat them off. It's so fun, and it's actually could be like a good form of exercise. Actually, it really kind of yeah, it's a good like good cardio. Actually, it's when you're just like really just like hammering it like quickly. It's just yeah, it's just yeah, it's a fun one. Yeah, what's this? Daywalkers, junkies will be given human rights. Oh really? What do you mean? We all have human rights, don't we? I mean, if you're human, you have human rights. Huh? What are you talking about? I mean, anyway, but yeah, how we doing, people? I hope you're all well. But yeah, donkey racing. It sounds a bit of a, it's just silly. Yeah, yeah. I like horse. I like horse riding. I ride Kamala Harris. You know, like she's a horse. She's a she's the. How's it going, Zod God? What do you think about Israel? Um, I mean you mean the whole kind of like Israel Palestine thing? Yeah, I just think it's all a bit of a. I don't know. I just think we should be like trying to just leave each other alone, and yeah, it's just that from what I understand is that there's this bit of like where you've got like Palestine where they're like desperately trying to kind of keep that their territory, but you've got Israel that's like trying to take over, and it's like there's this whole kind of conflict going on because of that, and it's just that when I saw how like the Palestine was there before Israel, and it was their land before Israel took it over. It's like it was rightfully their territory, but they've only got about 15% of it left. So I mean, people can say what they want, but it's just it's just I don't know. I just feel like both sides are actually not good, and they're just like causing deaths, whether it's Hamas or whether it's that's ignorant. What you're talking about, like if I looked at like how the basically the history of Palestine and how it got took away from them. Don't worry, talking about that, man. What you on about? Israel is the only land that still has the same name, the same people, and the same language for over 3,000 years. I mean, no, Israel wasn't founded until 1948, after the Second World War. Look it up. Nah, it was actually yeah, Israel wasn't founded until 1948. Look it up. And if you look at the yeah, 1948 Arab-Israeli War, also known as the First Arab-Israeli War, was this. It was basically the saying about the history of the state of Israel since its 1948 independence. So it was actually yeah, that was when Israel was founded, 1948. Israel has a right to defend itself. Well, I mean, what you're talking about, 3,000 years, it was like, from what I understand, that it was 1948 when it was actually Israel. So yeah, I mean I could be wrong, but yeah. It's just this is when we talk about fucking politics and people start arguing. I don't really like to talk about this kind of stuff. So you're always going to get people with their own opinions on it and shit. I mean, yeah, probably best to change the topic. It's just everyone's going to have their own opinions and stuff, and some people are very passionate about their opinions. So yeah, it's just not something that it's like. I mean, it's like yeah. As I've seen stuff about the what used to be Palestine and then Israel took over. You see like this like graph here, like that, like that really. That this is yeah. I mean, but yeah, I probably should just like stop. I mean, maybe I'm being ignorant or whatever, but it's just but I just it just seems like Israel's trying to like take over shit. Like they're even trying to like even like there's this thing called the Greater Israel Project, and it's like they're trying to increase their influence over the world. Actually, it seems so. I've got to be careful what I'm saying on here because people might report me or whatever, and if I start going too deep into things. Yeah. What's the question that you got to ask? It's like, I mean, yeah, I understand that there's some like, kind of conflict over whose land it is and whatever, but it's just it was originally it was yeah. It was what was called the Jewish land, and then you had the UN Plan 1947 was to have it basically like half Israeli land and half Palestinian land, and then over time it got that the Palestinian land diminished. But I also understand the argument of that they were saying that they want to have a homeland for the Jews and all that. So that's the whole argument for like Israel or something to exist, because you've got like Palestine's mainly like, if I understand, like a Muslim state or something, and it's like they've got like mainly it's like Saudi Arabia and all that, and yeah, so I can understand that it's why would you start your research only from 1948? What do you mean? Good question, Jamie. Is who wants peace and who doesn't? Well, it doesn't seem like anyone wants peace, actually. Neither side seem to want it because Israel keeps on firing back at them, and it's all they're doing is perpetuating things. And maybe if they would actually kind of just try to come to some kind of compromise or something, then maybe then that would. It's like, for example, the Ukraine and Russia thing. It's like people might be like, oh, Russia's the ones that are being the, like it's like, if anything, it's like the West are the ones that are actually the ones that were perpetuating things. That I think the best is you have to come to some kind of compromise and then to like some agreement, some peace agreement or something. So I don't know. It's just yeah. It's just obviously things are complicated. I understand, but what you're on about. If they're taking over Israel, where did they go and where they originally from? I mean, like I said, it's all a bit kind of it's just that things are kind of more complicated than what they seem on the surface a lot of the time, and that if things were that simple, then yeah, it's probably wouldn't. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't. Why is there even a conflict? Is it just that they're greedy and they want land that isn't theirs or something? But it's just from what I've seen that before 1948 it belonged to Palestine, but then again it probably belonged to somebody else before that as well. So, um, but yeah, but I'm just saying how like you'll have Hamas as like the warmongers, but then you've also got Israel who are, basically, killing innocent people. So I don't think both sides are innocent. This is the way I see it, that they're both just as bad as each other. And I know that might offend some people, but, when I hear stuff about, like the Israeli military basically having, like doing stuff like, what they would have send people to like West Bank to just like kill innocent children and shit like that. I mean, that's, I cannot, stand for that. I mean, I don't care like if you're being attacked. You should not be killing innocent people. Those people in Palestine that are innocent, they're not, but they just see them as collateral damage to them. So it's just, yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying that like anyone that kills other people in almost every context, it's murder. And there's like these, as far as I understand, there's like these are like war criminals, and they're, yeah, on both sides. I would say like that militant side behind children, sorry, women and children. What do you mean? But yeah, we should probably get off this topic because it's just too grim to like. Yeah, I'd rather talk about something a bit more positive. I mean, I try to like listen to people's perspectives, and maybe I can change my mind on certain things. It's just I tend to think that war is terrible, and no matter what the reason for it, I just think we should be trying to, like resolve things in a peaceful way. And I know that's not always ideal, but killing innocent people for politics is, in my opinion, it's a crime. There's this whole like idea of the greater good. It sounds a bit like the communist idea of like having to sacrifice somebody for the greater good, but that's your idea of what a greater good is, and it's like, that this is, yeah, it's like what, when you had all the shit with like Soviet Russia and this whole, I mean, and then communism isn't even, it was never even like properly done anyway. It was just the kind of authoritarian version of it that was, yeah, because I don't think we've ever actually had a proper communism where it's because the problem with like any kind of communism that has ever been done. Hello, Medium, how you doing? Any type of communism that's ever been done, it's been done with an authoritarian dictator. Doesn't that actually kind of negate the whole idea of communism? Because I thought the idea of communism was there's no leaders, there's no hierarchies. It's just like everyone's all equal. So that it's just kind of, it's basically just like a fascist. Basically, it's just fascism. Is essentially what it is. It's not actually really communism. It's yeah. So it's just whenever someone like argues against communism, they're basically arguing against fascism. because you look at like how, for example, North Korea's run, it's a very nationalist, very fascist country. So yeah, it's war is terrible, but evil is worse, and you must fight evil. But you can't. Is this whole thing of like fighting evil with evil? I mean, to me, that it just is never gonna end well. All you're gonna do is perpetuate it. Like, I just don't understand the whole premise of it. Like, why this whole like, fighting. Like basically, the war equals peace and all. It's like some kind of like Orwellian thing of like, people seem to think that like this war will give us peace or something. It's like, I don't know. When has that really ever happened? I mean, maybe in some instance it has, but for the most part, you're just gonna keep perpetuating violence. Yeah. Violence ends wars, unfortunately. What do you mean? It's not complicated. This is only one land for the Jews is their historical land, and you can prove goes back 3,000 years with archaeology documents, and they have the right to defend themselves. I mean, like, I see what you're saying, but my whole thing is like, yeah, like killing innocent people is not right. Like, why do they actually? I mean, why do they actually need a like land for them? I mean, they've already got like they've got communities like all over the world. It's their influence in the world. A lot of the Jews. I mean, I've got to be careful what I'm saying here, but you look at their influence in the media, the banks. They already have way more. Basically, like they're overrepresented in a lot of things, and no one can deny that. Like, and I'm not being anti-Semitic here. I'm just spewing facts here that they're largely overrepresented in almost everything. Like when you look at the actual population of them, and then you look at how many. Of course, you might say, well, they're not actual like, they're only like they're Jewish heritage, but they're yeah, but they're like actually they are like overrepresented in a lot of things. So they want like to have this land for themselves, but they want to be able to like influence the media worldwide and have the bank controlling the banks and shit like that. What do you mean by influence? I mean like it's just look at like how the narrative on the way that they try to kind of it's like they're trying to basically censor people who are by basically the way that they use the media to like to basically try to not censor but like to to get people to say that anything that against Israel is anti-Semitic or something. I like I said, we need to get off this subject because it's like I said, we're not actually getting anywhere with it. So I don't know what shall we talk about next. Yeah, because it's just I don't think really yeah we're gonna really be moving on from any of this. It's just kind of we're just kind of stuck in this kind of thing about Israel, and it's yeah. Like yeah, maybe I need to do some more research on it, but it's just I tend not to kind of get too involved in other countries like that, like what they're doing. It's just all I kind of see is like that. Yeah, it's just there's been wars going on, and it's just I cannot like stand for that. some people might argue that it is moral in certain situations, but I mean, we can debate on that, I guess, um, but it's just that it just feels like we're going around in circles. Like, I'd rather talk about what we can do for our own lives to better ourselves. Get information from both sides. Yeah, it's important to get like a balanced view on things. And it just seems like everybody in this chat right now is very much pro-Israel, I see. So, but yeah, it'd be good to like hear, if like points on both sides, so then like you can get a balanced view on things. I mean, maybe at some point I could get a guest up to kind of talk on some of these matters or something and pick someone's brains or something, but I don't know. I'm thinking of doing some podcasts, but then maybe I want to try and keep that kind of stuff out of it, to be honest, because like I said, I'd rather focus more on health and well-being and things like that, and really I'm just trying to move on from the whole political and conspiratorial debates and shit like that, because I'm just at a point where I just don't even really, it's just not something I really want to be putting my energy into. It's just negative energy. It's just, of course it's good to like educate yourself, and it's just, I don't want to be going around in circles though. So maybe it's something I just need to do on my own time to like, yeah. But maybe I'll look into like arguments on if war is something that can be ever justified. But I think for majority of wars is that they're usually for some kind of like, either it's for resources or it's religion or territorial kind of sort of domination or whatever, and it's all kind of corrupt for the most part. Hello, man. Welcome in here. All right. Okay. Interesting convos. Yeah. But I don't know what your thoughts on the matter is, but yeah. But there's this whole like idea of war to end all wars and all that, but I just don't really see that. It's just a lot of times that the elites will just like they create war because it makes a lot of money. It's just I'm very like much like cynical when it comes to things like war, because I see like you've got things like Lockheed Martin, for example. You've also got the bankers who make a shit ton of money from like the loans that they're giving out. So it's just, yeah, it's a massive money maker. And most of the time when you see these wars going on, it's some kind of manufactured conflict. So I just don't really, this is why I don't really like to get too much into the whole politics behind it, because a lot of time I find that could just be a smoke screen, as an excuse to cause conflict because of how much profit can be made from it. So yeah, it's usually for resources or it's for whatever else that the banks gain from it, the government, all these different elitists that what's this? I've got a question. Okay, go ahead. What's your question? Good night, Zard. See you again soon. If anybody's new here, can you subscribe, please? I don't know whether to start up another live. I might, start up again. I'm not sure, but yeah, I want to actually have like a proper conversation on something a bit more kind of light, shall we say. Do you think there's any natural medicine natural alternative to aspirin that I could take daily instead of having to take this prescription stuff because it gives me bad stomach ache? I don't know. I thought there was some other ones for like high blood pressure, like what is it called? ACE inhibitors, are they called, or something? I think there's a thing called an ACE inhibitor or something, or whatever it's called. I don't know if that actually would work for you with your situation, but yeah, it's just a lot of yeah. I don't know if that would work for your situation. Maybe it'll help to mitigate it a little bit, but this thing called angiotensin converting enzyme, which basically angiotensin is what increases your blood pressure or something, and then it actually converts it from angiotensin. So yeah, that can apparently help to lower your blood pressure, but I don't know how much of an effect it can have. But it said there can be like side effects to it. You have to look into it before taking it. Just maybe you have to go to the doctors and ask if you can get some of that. Yeah. Anyway, it said to help relax the blood vessels or something, and yeah. So maybe it can help so there's not as much pressure on the heart. But you're gonna have to get this blocked artery sorted out. But yeah, I'm gonna restart the live, so we'll be back as soon as possible. I'll just tell the doctor I can't take that medicine because I've got a hiatus hernia. It causes stomach pain. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that would be good. All right, I'll be back in a sec, people.